Morning, peasants. I'm Taylor Mackenzie, and this is my crib. Come inside. As you can see, we've got an ensuite bathroom, state-of-the-art shower, gets you wet. And we've got our friend Richard Cooper here. We're just staying out of the rain on the Isle of Man. We've just going to play a quick game of Snap because there's not a lot else to do apart from drink alcohol, and we're highly tuned athletes, so we're just going to stay indoors and keep warm and dry.
Me and Taylor have been sharing a little self-contained box and we get up to some mischief as always.
Yeah, it's good. It's handy just being so close to the paddock. It's nice just to be in here in amongst it all. We've been all over the island today, really. We actually travelled over to the museum this morning, which I hadn't done before.
Yeah, so I thought I'd give it a big wheelie with my mate on the back. His legs came right underneath the handlebars. He just Mad James. Right. Oh, it was nearly off. It was so funny. Everyone outside the pub was cheering.
Now, I couldn't actually believe how many different bits of automobile memorabilia and cars and bikes they've actually got on display in there.
When you get to see some of the classic bikes and some of the bikes that have won TTs in previous years, and just makes you realise how different things have come since back in the day. And some of the bikes that you won a TT on, you wouldn't dare ride around the roads nowadays, but yet those guys did nearly 120 mile-an-hour laps on bikes that weren't really fit for the job. So it's quite impressive to see that. That's something I do enjoy as well.
A bit of duct tape, T-cut. I reckon you can buff that out, a couple of headlights, and you're good to go.
Hold on, have a guess how much this one's worth?
$1 million. Been to Joby 2 or 3 times, and I knew there was a nice little cafe there, and Taylor tucked into a big lasagna. And see, I played a tactical one because they went for the lasagna and chips, and I went for a small baguette, knowing full well that we was going to go across to the Joby karting afterwards. And I didn't fancy doing a full race distance with a lasagna in my belly, and I think it was definitely to my advantage. So when we did go karting, I was on an empty stomach and slightly lighter than the rest of us.
I'll happily take that as a valid excuse that I had a veggie lasagna, and that's why I was weak on the brakes. Kind of caused chaos for 15 minutes and got off at the other end, and the woman was over the moon with us. She thought we'd done a really good job. She wasn't bothered in the slightest. We had a great time. When you spin one lap, I was like, oh god, he's gone.
But it didn't go anywhere. Oh god, go on, Patty! Trying to get some traction.
Well, we were actually due to ride in the Ramsey Sprint, but as it was wet in the morning, we kind of all wimped out and didn't put our kit in. And then when we eventually made our way over this afternoon, the sun had come out and it had perked right up. So I was a bit gutted, to be honest. Because when I got there was a bloke that had built a bike in his shed, really, that offered me a go on it. And probably wise that I didn't have my kit and have a go on it, because I wasn't sure just quite how safe the thing was.
Like Taylor said, a little bit disappointed that we didn't actually have our own kit, because it would have been pretty cool to have a run up the strip. I'm not quite sure I would have gone flat out. I think I'm more of a wheelie man myself. I think the crowd would have been more pleased with a wheelie rather than a straight line serious strip.
I kind of did think the Laxey wheel was kind of some kind of Ferris wheel, but when I got there I realised I was going to be soaking wet. I thought
Taylor got really confused because he thought it picked water up from the bottom and took it to the top. What it actually does is it picks water from the top and takes it to the bottom and powers the wheel around. So his head had absolutely blown at this point. He just couldn't work out what was happening.
I was soaking wet as well. Yeah, for me the TT, I mean, it's my favourite time of the year. I don't think I could miss this event now.
Yeah, I agree with Taylor. When you come out to an event like this, if you could let your ear down, you do let your ear down type thing, and just have a laugh really. And the bike social thing and stuff like that has been exactly the reason why we've come for this event.